Hello, everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from the New York Post that was published on November 27th, written by Leah Eustachiewicz. Yeah. I actually had to try saying that name a couple times before, starting this actual recording. That is not an easy name. Trump administration ousts almost all of Pentagon's Defense Policy Board. You mean he does some cleaning of the swamp? And you would think the New York Post would maybe look at this a bit differently than they did, but of course not. They break the Hunter Biden stuff, but yeah, they're still kind of hedging their bets. It's kind of funny. 11 members of the Pentagon's Defense Policy Board have been abruptly booted by the outgoing Trump administration, according to a new report. Now, they're starting out with this idea of the outgoing Trump administration, like this is being disruptive, whatever else. To me, this isn't the idea of the outgoing Trump administration just cleaning house or trying to disrupt things or trying to screw Joe Biden or anything like that. To me, with the people he removed, it's something that a person like in his position in the office of the president would do when they're going to war, so to speak. Because you're fighting this, and the last thing you want is to be surrounded by swamp creatures that want you gone, that want to take you down. So that's how I'm seeing this situation. But the Post really ain't seeing it the same way I am. The Pentagon liaison Joshua Whitehouse sent the directive Wednesday afternoon, multiple sources told Foreign Policy. Former Secretaries of State Henry Kissinger, Madeleine Albright, retired Admiral Gary Roughead, one-time ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee Jane Harman, and Rudy DeLeon, a former chief operating officer at the Pentagon, were all removed effective immediately. You've got the most evil, okay, like up there with Soros evil of the bunch. Henry Kissinger, who's like 94 years old, has basically shadow run this government and manipulated it for far too long, getting the boot. I got no problem with that. He is like one of those worst of the worst swamp creatures. Madeleine Albright, no better, globalist shit pig. These are all people that have gone to the Bilderberg group meetings for the most part, most of them, if not all. They're globalists and they're there pulling strings from behind the scenes. Trump is fighting a steal of an election because they want to bring in, they want to do the Great Reset and bring in their fourth industrial revolution and all this other stuff and deindustrialize the nation and everything else using the virus and just manipulation of things going on around us. Kissinger is someone who wants stuff like that. Albright, globalist shit pig. These are all people that are like that. If you're going to war and you're stopping a steal that's going to bring that in, do you want these people there? No. I mean, Trump isn't out of the game yet. He can still pull off being president. And it looks to me like he's making sure in cleaning house that with him going to war on this, he's not going to have someone there to stab him in the back. Whether he's successful or not is another story. I hope that he ends up being successful in fighting this deal. But this is how I'm seeing this situation. Because you've got swamp creature after swamp creature here. I mean, also ousted were former House Majority Leader Eric Cantor and former Treasury Department Undersecretary David McCormick, former Deputy Attorney General Jamie Gorelick, and Chief U.S. Nuclear Negotiator Robert Joseph, former Deputy National Security Advisor J.D. Crouch II, and former top defense official Frank Miller. All swamp creatures, every single one of them. Thank God they're gone. This is the move of someone who's fighting a war. This isn't someone who's just trying to disrupt shit on his way out the door like the New York Post is trying to portray it here. The status of the other two members of the board was unclear. The Defense Policy Board provides top-ranking Pentagon officials with independent, informed advice and opinion on matters of defense policy from people who should not be involved in this shit. At this point, they're no longer politicians or bureaucrats or anything like that. They shouldn't be involved in any of this. They should not be involved in policy. They should not be giving advice like this. The Defense Department confirmed the move in a statement to Foreign Policy. As part of the long-considered changes, we can confirm that several members of the Department of Defense Policy Board have been removed in official set. We are extremely grateful for their dedicated service, commitment, and contributions to our national security. Well, not really, but hey, whatever. They're the ones that got us into these never-ending wars and stuff like that. They can go fuck themselves. Seriously. They can go to hell. They can go burn in hell, if there is a hell. Future announcements for new members of the board will be made soon. The Trump administration has sought to appoint members loyal to the president to the board, but got pushback from former Defense Secretary Mark Esper and Acting Undersecretary of Defense for Policy James Anderson. Esper was fired earlier this month, with Anderson resigning shortly after. Because, yes, they want fellow swamp creatures along with them to surround Trump. These are the moves of a guy going to war. He's not written stopping the steal yet. He's not written it off. He thinks he can pull it off. He's getting things prepped, I think, because he's confident that he will. And if not, the side benefit will be these people that get replaced will be his type of people that hopefully stop the never-ending war bullshit. But I don't think that's his primary thing. I think he actually thinks that he's going to stop the steal. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet. Anyway. Okay, so, yeah. But anyway, Esper was fired earlier this month, with Anderson resigning shortly after. Yeah, they got out. So, yeah. But anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.